Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm going to be testing a GeForce RTX 5090 in Fortnite. This one is the Founders Edition model of the card. I'm running it with the latest Nvidia drivers and I'm not manually overclocking it. You can see all of its specs here in Tech Power Up's GPU-Z, and over on the left, I'm pairing it with a Ryzen 7 9800X 3D and 32GB of RAM. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's go over the settings first. I'm starting at 4K resolution with DirectX 12, utilizing the Epic settings preset with SMAA, 100% resolution scale, and the Lumen settings enabled with nanite as well. So ray tracing is being utilized, hardware ray tracing is turned on as well. Lots of settings here. But yeah, the game is basically maxed out, and let's see what the 5090 can do. Okay, so where should we drop? The map is completely different from the last time around. That seems interesting over there, so I guess we'll go there. Now, while dropping, you can see that the GPU utilization is actually fluctuating a little bit, guys. So the ray tracing is making our 9800X 3D sweat, and it was at 100% usage. Look at that! That's crazy. Obviously, that's just while dropping and loading the game, you know, but yeah, that's still pretty crazy to see a 9800X 3D maxed out like that. Can we actually slide around here? Yes, we can. Good stuff. Oh, this is really interesting. Okay, so let's start counting our FPS here, and we're getting 80s down into the 60s sometimes, 70s. Not too bad of an experience, honestly. I thought it was going to drop a little bit further than this, since we're utilizing ray tracing here, you know, at native 4K resolution. So with DLSS, things should become pretty damn good. Come on, let's go over here. There we go. There we go. All right, let's pick up some weapons, pick up some ammo over here as well. Ooh, nice. This is nice. Okay, so it's been a really long time since I played Fortnite for the last time, aside from Sunday videos, right? So I'm really rusty at it, and I really hope that I don't die very often here. So yeah, the game is semi-smooth, guys. This is still Unreal Engine 5, of course, but it's Fortnite, and in the latest versions of it, it has been quite smooth. 1% lows aren't completely terrible like in other UE5 titles, or some other UE5 titles, not all of them. For example, Arc Raiders runs buttery smooth, even smoother than Fortnite, which is developed by Epic, which are the makers of Unreal Engine. So yeah, this used to be one of the most stuttery games out there like a couple of years ago, and their developers make the engine as well. So that's just ridiculous, guys, all right? That's why I started calling it Stutter Night. Oh, speaking of, we're having a couple of spikes here, probably because this is the first time that I've been to this area. Now, this has a lot of vegetation around, there's lots of trees. I don't think this is too intensive, though. I guess with ray tracing, other things are more intensive than vegetation and trees in this game, like the lighting, the reflections, and so on. So we end up getting less FPS, for example, close to rivers, I think. Yeah, there it is. 60s sometimes. Especially if I jump like this, right? Splash the water a little bit. Starts dropping slightly from 70 frames per second, but it's still pretty stable for what it is for ray tracing, you know? Ray tracing is always going to be a little bit more unstable than the non-ray tracing thing. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so if you are looking for stability, definitely do not utilize ray tracing, because the game still looks really good, even at epic settings, without nanite or lumen. So good to see this performance here. It's not too terrible. Should it be better with a $3,000 or $2,000 GPU? Yes, obviously, that's not what I'm saying, but at least it's not a case of 40 FPS like Borderlands 4. Speaking of, we got Claptrap on our back, very interesting as well, nice. 69 FPS, well, not FPS, 69 HP off of that guy over there. For some reason, he's showing up with a wall hacks. I don't have wall hacks, it's just tagging system, I guess. I don't like that too much, actually. I wish X-ray vision wasn't in many games, just like Mr. Mac from Worth to Buy. Anyway, let's keep on going. Oh, I'm gonna die. Yeah, okay. So that was our run with ray tracing, maximum settings, native 4K resolution. It never dropped from 60 FPS, which is quite good. Now we should try adding a little bit of DLSS or upscaling here. So we got a bunch of options here. TSR, which doesn't look good, XeSS, and DLSS. Obviously, with an Nvidia GPU, you should stick to DLSS here. I wish there was an option for DLAA to keep that native 100% resolution scale, but in Fortnite, because of the art style of the graphics, DLSS quality looks the same as native resolution. As you can see, like, this is great. The only issue that I had previously, in previous seasons, with DLSS was some shadows on trees would look pretty weird. Yeah, for example, this tree over here. This would be super affected previously. And these types of trees, right? And I'm not seeing any flickering of shadows, any weirdness at all. So I think they finally fixed it, guys. And it's been a really long time with that issue as well. So good to see that they finally fixed it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on? What is this? Hello? Holy crap, this is a very interesting way to get inside of the game. Holy! That's the circle, by the way. Wow, that's sick, actually. Fortnite is innovating. Who would have thought? What the heck? Okay. Hang time. What is this? Okay, little stutter. Okay. Oh, why did we jump so much? Where's the tsunami? Where did it go? It would be so sick if it would actually reach the coast and start wrecking some things here and cause some puddles and so on. Imagine that. That would be awesome. Anyway, is the sun going up or down? I can't really tell. Probably down. It's going to become nighttime soon. GPU utilization is fluctuating once again while dropping because of a slight CPU bottleneck. Yes. 9800X3D can bottleneck a 5090 under certain circumstances like heavy ray tracing and stuff like that, which is very CPU intensive as it is GPU intensive. I'm hearing someone. Okay, come on. There we go. There's another one. Maybe? No, there's not another one. Okay, I heard something, I think, but all right, I was mistaken. Good stuff, I was mistaken. I'm glad. I'm hearing shots in other directions. This is not good. Okay, I'm just gonna go. I don't want to die right away, guys. I need to find some bushes and compare the graphics a little bit with the non-DLSS version or the SMAA. Okay, one down. Wait. We can do this. Okay, wait. Come on. Where is she? Where did he go? What the? They're shooting me in that direction. I don't know. Ooh, this is... Oh, I thought this was a purple weapon. This is not a purple weapon. Not at all. All right, anyway. Ooh, can we see ray traced reflection? Yeah. I mean, what are those? Holy crap. So yeah, this is definitely the way to go, by the way. Even if you have a 5090, even if you manage to get 60 plus FPS at native resolution, I would utilize DLSS because with the art style of this game, it just looks amazing. It looks like native resolution. It always has, even with previous versions of DLSS. It looked great. And I think once we utilize DLSS performance, it's going to be even better in terms of frame rates. We should be getting a little bit higher FPS, like 100 plus probably, and still keep pretty much the same visuals because it looks the same almost, guys. Wingsuit, woo! Oh, I already had one. Okay. And this gun, oh, nice. Are the pistols OP again? I remember, like, a really long time ago. Oh my god, what the heck? Jesus, this is crazy, actually. This is nice, guys. They're adding some really interesting stuff, in my opinion. But I remember in a really long time ago, oh my god, in a season. Whoa, okay, I'm probably gonna die. The pistols were OP. Like, you could kill a bunch of people with pistols, just pistols. And I would pick pistols every single time instead of actual guns. maybe not this time. Anyway, it's probably time for us to try a little bit of DLSS performance here. There is no frame generation in this game, by the way, but I wouldn't utilize it anyways, even if it was available, because yes, it would be smoother with frame generation, but adding input lag in a shooter game that's multiplayer and competitive is not a good idea. It really sucks. It kills your experience. And here we are, dropping 100 plus FPS while dropping. That's pretty unexpected because previously we had low GPU utilization, so that would mean a CPU bottleneck was happening, and well, apparently the CPU was actually capable of more. So it's not really CPU bottleneck after all. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's start counting our FPS here. And we are always above 100, although the 1% lows are already crappy because of those little fluctuations there on the 1% lows. Pretty smooth experience aside from those fluctuations, actually. But yeah, you can definitely enjoy it like this. And indeed, in terms of visuals, it's almost the same thing as it was before. Okay, that's probably a bot, guys, so we should be able to get this kill. There we go. Good stuff. Let's loot the bastard. Maybe he has some ammo for us. No, not really. Hello? Recruit? No. Okay. Well, I need to get some gold to recruit her. Also, the ray traced illumination here. Really damn nice looking, guys. It's pretty cool. Oh, that's beautiful lighting over there. Holy. Wait, is there gold here? Yes. Can I pay you now? Can I pay you now? Yes! With your own gold! Oh! What? Again! Do it! I saw that you had it on hand still. Alright, anyway, I want to climb this. Whoo! The lighting, man. I mean, it was pretty much the same, I think, last time around that I played this game, but it just doesn't get old, this lighting. The sunsets and sunrises in this game are just so beautiful with that glow, you know? Damn. Also, you might have noticed that the... wait a second, let me just get rid of this guy. There we go. Okay. You might have noticed that the GPU power utilization is not too high. It's nowhere near the 575 watts that this GPU is capable of utilizing. And well, that's because in this particular title, it doesn't really get used to the maximum. You see that the GPU usage is not maxing out. It would probably max out without like Nvidia Reflex. Let's try it out, actually. Yeah, there we go. It's turned on. It's not even on plus boost, which usually lowers the GPU usage to 95%. If we turn it off, it's pretty much the same thing, 96, 95%. It still feels pretty responsive, but it feels slightly more responsive with Reflex low latency enabled. So I'm just gonna turn it on. That's the default anyways. Yeah, it feels a little bit better this way, guys. Oh, the circle is coming. We must get out of here. Let's go. But yeah, guys, we've seen this plenty of times in the past already. Once you start utilizing some Nvidia DLSS, quality, balanced, performance, whatever, the GPU power utilization comes down really fast, actually. So that's true in many titles, and it's especially true here in Fortnite. However, when we started today, it was pulling around 450 watts, which is also nowhere near the 575 watts of this GPU. And this is with ray tracing and everything, so kind of weird, because when you're utilizing the ray tracing cores and stuff like that, it usually consumes more power. Yeah, this is good performance, guys. I can't really complain too much about this. It's still a bit stutter night, all right, but 1% lows aren't too terrible like they used to be. So they've improved a lot in that area, especially with ray tracing enabled, because with ray tracing enabled previously, even with high-end GPUs, it was terrible. It really was. Oh man, why did I go with the shotgun there? I don't know. Come on, help me out here. What the heck? What? Who are you? How do you kill me so fast? What is this guy? Why does he have more HP and shields, and why is he so fat? Well, muscly, not fat, but it's big, right? What the heck happened? This is it for the ray tracing results with the 5090 here in Fortnite, guys. It performs okay, especially with DLSS on performance. This is how I would play it as well. DLSS performance looks amazing. So let's go back to SMAA, native resolution here, 100%, okay. And I'll keep the DirectX 12 API, but disable nanite, which also disables global illumination on lumen and reflections on lumen as well. So we essentially disabled nanite and ray tracing here by disabling this setting. Let's apply that, restart the game, and check it out like this, because I think it's going to give us a lot more FPS. And here we are after a fresh restart of the game. Same settings here, alright. The X12, 100% resolution scale, epic, but no ray tracing, or lumen, or nanite. And yeah, it's looking very different actually. Looking down at it, I see a lot less shadows, a lot less ambient occlusion actually, but maybe it's because we are very far away from everything. What the heck, dude? It could be the time of the day, but it looks a lot more bland without ray tracing. What have they done? Because previously, if you used these settings, the difference between ray tracing on and off, or lumen on and off, it would be almost unnoticeable. So I both like this and don't like this, because finally we're seeing some actual difference with ray tracing enabled, but at the cost of the epic settings without ray tracing enabled looking like crap. That sucks. Come on. There he is. He's running away from us. Wait a second, I do have these dual shotguns. Oh man, the stutters are also a little bit unbearable right now. I might need to load an entire game before I start recording this. I'm just gonna die here and spectate it a little bit to cover more areas, and then I'll try it again, because this is way too stuttery. I want you to kill me, dude. Come on, kill me. Come on, dude! What the heck is that? Oh man, the one time I want people to kill me in Fortnite, they don't. But yeah, the graphics are insanely underwhelming right now. I also really want to see it during sunset and sunrise, because that was just beautiful with lumen enabled. It was beautiful in previous seasons without lumen as well. It looks pretty much the same, but maybe this season it looks totally different. But let's just let it run now, so it can load the freaking shaders. And I did, by the way, I did download the streamed assets in the Epic Games launcher. So that's downloaded. It's still stuttering, but that's downloaded. Okay, I think this lobby is good, guys. The sun is slowly coming down. Yes, so we might be seeing sunset in just a little bit. Alright, so we're dropping here with another guy, and yeah, that's another one right there. Oh, this is bad, this is bad. I am seeing a little bit of ambient occlusion, I think, maybe not. Maybe a little bit here in these grass. Oh my god, god damn it, no. I just want to see the sunset. I just want to see the freaking sunset. Let me see the sunset, okay? Thank you. Also, no ray trace reflections means that if you don't have the objects on screen, they won't be reflected. But they still look good, like the reflection quality here, not bad. If you have other things on screen, it looks great. Now, this area previously looked absolutely phenomenal. Kind of breathtaking with the ray tracing enabled, like previous seasons without ray tracing enabled as well. But now it's really flat and bland. I mean, it still looks good, obviously, and maybe it's not like that time of the day yet where it looks insane, but it's just a little bit underwhelming, guys, compared to what I was expecting, because I thought it was going to look very similar with and without ray tracing like in previous seasons, and now there's a massive difference. But hey, at least there's also a massive difference in terms of FPS, and we get really good frames here. What the heck are you doing with that gun? Oh boy, we're wrecking them all right now. That's amazing. What is exploding there? I don't know. Let's drink this. Oh, wait. People are throwing grenades at us, probably. I don't know where from, though. Wait, I want this weapon as well. Ooh, yes, good chest. Good chest. Okay. Wait, what is this? That's a shotgun. That's a shotgun. Yeah, I want that shotgun. Okay. Okay. All right. You know what? Now it looks pretty good. Now it looks pretty good. I think there's still a very big difference compared to ray tracing enabled, but now it's starting to have that pop of color again. Still lacks a bit of ambient occlusion. I think that's the main issue that I'm seeing here. Can't recruit this. Ay. No! Come on. The loading mechanism in this pump shotgun is really bad, actually. Alright, anyway, we got really high FPS here, 170 to 180 on average. That's pretty damn good. Let's try it with performance DLSS though, since that looks very similar to native 4K resolution. And that gives us a lot more FPS, as you can see, 200s now. Now that's what I'm talking about. Oh yes. Here we go, 200 plus while dropping. Damn, while keeping 90+% GPU utilization. So that's what ray tracing does to your hardware, guys. It just completely wrecks the performance. Holy. We're basically doubling our frame rate here. So yeah, it can definitely still make the game look good. It's not going to look as good as with ray tracing. So I think this time around in this season, the ray tracing is a bit more viable of an option than previously. First of all, it is smoother than previously, and second of all, it looks a lot better than this epic settings without RT or Lumen. So yeah, I would probably end up utilizing it if you're looking for that really high visual fidelity. Ooh, that was a nice headshot there. See, the benefits of playing at 4K as well, and if you have a 5090, you should have a 4K monitor, guys. Alright, 1440p is fine and all, but 4K is where it's at with these GPUs. Come on, oh man, okay, of course, this is third person. This is third person. I am at a big disadvantage, just standing still like that. See why I haven't played Fortnite in a while? I suck at it. But you get the idea. It's like 200 plus FPS all of the time here with these settings, which is pretty incredible, actually. 250 there. So if you have one of those high refresh rate, 240 Hz 4K monitors, this is going to work extremely well with epic settings. What about the low settings? Let's try that out, guys, with SMAA first, 100% resolution scale. And I'll keep the textures on high because we have a crap ton of VRAM, of course, with this GPU. Just making it look a little bit prettier now, but everything else still on low. Keep in mind, guys, this is 4K native resolution right now. Draw distance looks really good for low settings, actually. We can see all of the details even far away into the distance on the other side of the map, like the trees and so on. That's pretty impressive, actually. Dropping from the sky, we're getting close to 300 FPS. Actually hitting 300 FPS. That's crazy. Oh boy. Obviously we still have and we still need to try performance mode a little bit later, which should improve the frame rate even further, which is crazy actually. But yeah, if you're using DX12, at least in the past, DX12 was smoother than performance mode. So I prefer to play like this. Okay, start counting the... Oh boy! 400! That is crazy! Holy crap! I'm not even looking at the ground. I wonder how many FPS. 540! Looking at the sky, same thing. So that's just ridiculous at this point. I think, I mean, there is the option, of course, of utilizing... Come on, get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Okay. There's the option of utilizing, like, performance mode if you want more FPS, but... Do you need more FPS at this point? But look at this. Even here, with a lot of trees in a forest area, it's getting 400 FPS. That is crazy, dude. I mean, again, considering the specs that we're utilizing, it's not really crazy, right? Hello. Okay. Let's try to do this. Oh, wait. That didn't really shoot. Wait. Boom. Yeah, this one also needs to load another round. Oh, man. Okay, so that doesn't really work as I expected. Ooh. Yes. Mushrooms. Reminds me of the Whipping Woods. All right, so I know that there are some people in this direction. Let's... Whoa. Oh, I thought I was gonna die there with full damage. Whew. Thankfully, we didn't die. What the heck? Okay, okay. Hello? Oh, there he is. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. No. Come on. There it is. All right. Elimination. Good stuff. Good stuff. So we're doing this, guys. We're doing this. We got 2 kills already. 45 people to go. This is the one where we win. People are shooting at me with a sniper rifle over there. But they don't know that we are playing at 84K resolution, so I can spot him very well. However, if you suck, you suck. Okay, so that was the experience with the low settings. And again, I'm sticking to 4K resolution in this video because for other resolutions to be tested, this would be a 1.5 hour video. But let's try it with the performance mode. There's legacy performance as well, but, well, it says deprecated, so let's just go with performance here. Okay, so here we have it, 4K performance mode with 100% resolution scale, view distance set to near, the meshes are set to low, and the textures are set to high. This is what it defaulted to as well. We're getting 500 plus. Holy crap! And honestly, oof, look at that, 600. But honestly, I think it's going to be as smooth or smoother than the experience that we've had before because the API with the new performance mode is still DirectX 12. Previously, the performance mode was stuttery because it was DirectX 11. Now it's DX12. So it should be really stable and really smooth when it comes to stuttering. And it looks decent still. Like, the draw distance is fine, even though that's set to the minimum setting. And we're getting 600 FPS looking at the entire map from above. That is insane. Damn, the water on the river as well. It's a totally different color, guys. Look at this. But who cares about the graphics here? This is for those of you who want the max performance. And this is indeed max performance. Like, 600 FPS. It's even better than the previous DirectX 11 performance mode. This is insanity, my friends. Oh, nice gun over here. Wait a second, let me grab that. Come on. My God, I'm so bad at this game now. Why? How have I become this bad at Fortnite? I used to be decent, you know. I used to have my fair share of winnings. Even while playing the game and benchmarking at the same time. 700 FPS, Jesus Christ. But now I'm just absolutely terrible. There we go. Alright, well at least we can still get a few kills here and there though. I guess sometimes we're just being unlucky, right? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, tell that to yourself, Chris. There's a guy over there. There we go, I got him. Alright, alright, not too bad. There's another guy. Come on. You know what? The sad part is that many of these are just bots. That guy has a sniper rifle. We might be screwed. Wait. Wait. The pistol packs a punch, dude. Hell yeah. All right, wait. Come on, come on. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Unfortunately, I didn't have much ammo because we wasted it all in the previous guy. No! Where the heck is that coming from? The sky? No, he was behind us. Okay. But hey, at least I can show you the performance here on a 5090 and 9800X3D. It is CPU bound most of the time, as you can see by the GPU utilization there. 90%, 70% at times, so lowering down the resolution won't really do much here. However, I will try that. I will try like 720p resolution. Oh, yes. Look at this. It actually does make a little bit of a difference. It improves our FPS a bit. Maybe not, like 600s here, 700s. That is crazy performance, 700 plus. 800, look at this. This is normal gameplay here, reaching 800 FPS. And I get it, yeah, it's 720p. No one is gonna play like this, obviously, but I'm just seeing the limits right now of the 9800X 3D, guys. Why are these colors so muted right now? So weird. It's like we set it to 720p resolution and the colors became muted. So at this point, I'm just in search of the maximum FPS, guys. It doesn't even matter the averages and so on. I'm still gonna count those, but I just want to see the maximum FPS, and I want to see if we can reach like 1,000 frames per second in a multiplayer battle royale match. So looking at the world, 700. Looking back at the ocean, 870. Looking in this direction and at the sky at the same time, there's a tree there. So maybe it's a little bit more intensive. I don't know. Let's go over here. Okay. Let's see. 800 plus. Crazy, guys. Damn. Maybe with the upcoming 9850X 3D CPU, it will reach those 1000 FPS in the multiplayer battle royale match, which is absolute insanity. Wait a second. I still have one ace up my sleeve, though. Not the brightness. I went this. Minimum resolution, 1%. So this is 7p. Yes. This is 7p resolution with an RTX 5090, guys. What the heck? It's not giving us more FPS, though. We are well beyond diminishing returns in terms of lowering down resolution, right? Oh, man. It's actually insane that the developers now allow you to do this inside of the game itself, because previously you needed to go into config files to change this, but now they just allow you to do 1% resolution scale inside of the game. Which is super funny. Maybe they watched my videos. You know, those old Fortnite videos that I made are super popular after all, or were super popular after all. And yeah, they implemented this inside of the game now. It's actually 7 pixels, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pixels. 8 pixels vertically. So it's 8p resolution, my friends. Let's see what's the lowest resolution that allows it to still look like Fortnite. So this still looks like Fortnite, right? But look at this. It's 10% resolution scale, so it's 72p resolution right now. Whoa, that's sick. Actually, because we don't have any TAA or any blurry filter over this, it's just clean graphics with the performance mode, it looks amazing. In my opinion, it actually does. Obviously, it's unplayable like this. No one can spot anyone like this, I think, and play properly. But this is like a GBA version of Fortnite here. Game Boy Advance or Nintendo DS. It's sick. If you're watching this on a small screen, it actually looks really good. And I'm looking at the capture card right now. That's why I'm looking down at the moment. That's a smaller screen, so yeah. So 10% still looks like Fortnite. What about 5% resolution scale? Yeah, that still looks like Fortnite somehow, right? I can see my character. I can see the trees and the sky and everything. Over there, I have no idea what that is, but if you got simple things like, look at this. This is a little flag, golfing flag. All right. Not terrible, right? Let's do 3% resolution scale. Does it still look like Fortnite? Kinda. I can see my character still, and the arms and the legs and the head as well. The skull trooper thingy, the golden mask. It's showing up somehow. Where's the flag? Is that... No, that's a tree. Is this the flag? I think this is the flag, guys. Maybe not. That's just a light, actually. Flag must be somewhere in the middle here of the field. There it is. Oh, boy. I can't believe we actually managed to find the flag. What the heck? 2% resolution scale. Does that still look like Fortnite? No. I mean, I can see the legs and the arms and the head and the flag, but that doesn't look like Fortnite anymore. Right? So we found it, guys. We found the lowest resolution that allows this game to still look like Fortnite, and that's 3% of 720p resolution or 22p. This is 22p resolution. You could argue that it doesn't look like Fortnite though. We should definitely do more of these, right? Oh my gosh, what is happening? Kind of looks like artifacting at the moment and the GPU is just going nuts and dying. But no, it isn't. Wow, what is this? Is this a road? I think so. Oh no, these are stairs. I think I'm climbing stairs. I have no idea. You have a good one, guys. Thanks very much for watching again. I'll catch you in the next one very soon. As always, love you all. Bye-bye.